Alright, this is going to be a quick, short video. Probably not going to get a lot of views out of it, but it's well, first off, happy 4th of July. I was going to try to get some stuff done today, but Shelly and I went to the parade in town this morning, and she drove this in the parade, and I drove the 4150, and then she drove the 4150 home because it was raining, so I put her in a cab tractor, and I drove this home, but... So we did that, and then I got home, and it was still raining, and the more I thought about doing something, the more it's like, you know what, screw it. It's the 4th of July. I'm just taking a day off, so I haven't really done much else. But anyway, the main, aside from happy 4th of July, everybody, the main topic of this video is a question for my collective here. So I was fiddling around on Tractor House today looking at grain drills because I found out yesterday that I'm picking up at least 32 more acres off the neighbor because he's still got some hay out, but he's getting out of grain farming. His arthritis is getting to him, and I didn't realize how bad it was till I saw him at the parade today, and he was walking with a cane, which is kind of sad because I remember when they moved in across the road, I was only 5, 6 years old, so pushing 25 years ago. People are getting old around here that I grew up around, and I don't like it. But anyway, so I'm picking up that ground. There's a possibility of some more, a big sizable chunk of ground out here north of town. Plus I might get some more, depending. He's got a couple rented pieces that are a possibility, but he hasn't talked to the landlords yet, so he didn't want to just say, hey, you want this ground. So long story short, there's a possibility of picking up some sizable extra ground within another year or so. And as much as I like the old 64 drill, 10 foot at a time just ain't cutting it anymore, and it's not gonna cut it. Need to get some more speed. So I've been looking at grain drills because I want something bigger for both beans and wheat, and I don't want a bean planter because bean planters come with monitors and fold boxes and all that crap, and then you have to have a dedicated planting tractor, where the nice thing about a drill is you got something wrong with the tractor, you pull the pin, you drive the tractor away, you back another tractor up to it, you drop the pin, you hook the hydraulics up, and you're back to planting. No muss, no fuss. So I don't want a bean planter, especially since once you get a bean planter, it plants beans. That's it. You can't do wheat, you can't do hay, you can't do anything else. It's just a bean planter. So grain drill, that's what I want. Bigger drill. And initially I was looking at tie drills on coulter carts because it's not a necessity. I'd like to have the ability to no-till mostly for planting wheat. But it's not like a need, it's more of a want. And so I was looking at ties on coulter carts. Well, just this year alone, I know 2 guys that have their bean planters set up on. One guy's a drill on a coulter cart, another guy is a however many row, it could be an 11 row. Basically it's a 15-foot like 7000 series John Deere toolbar, but it was a 3-point toolbar, whatever the equivalent in the 7000 series Deere would be, on a coulter cart. And I know 2 guys just this season. One guy just ripped the landing gear off, and the other guy, the 3-point broke off, and they're both. So that basically made me decide not only that, but looking at the length you have in a no-till coulter cart with a 3-point drill on it, in the size of some of the fields I farm, in the shape of some of the fields I farm, I just don't think that would be an enjoyable combination to run, not to mention the barn space it takes up because the thing is 30 feet long. So anyway, on to the main question that I have for everybody is I was screwing around on Tractor House today and ran across a CrustBuster 3400. 2,800 bucks. It's not very far away from it. I mean, it's a couple hours away, but it's not too far away from here for $2,800. And I bet I could talk them down on it if I said, hey, what would it take if I showed up with cash in a trailer? But I have no experience with CrustBuster drills. I think the only ones I've ever seen around here are old enough that they're still yellow and red. This one's a two-tone gray one. So I'm not too concerned about parts availability, because when I was looking at it, I just hopped up on Shoop and searched up that model of drill, and it looks like they have pretty much all the wear parts and bushings, and I don't think parts available. And plus, CrustBuster, I was looking at their website, they're still in business. The only thing that sucks is, nearest I could find, their closest dealer is 112 miles from here, but the dealer that we buy all of our Oliver and White parts out of is clear over in Ohio, so I guess that doesn't scare me either. That should probably only be about 1 day shipping. It was down in Indiana somewhere. But basically, my question is, I don't have any experience with them. I did a little digging online, but reading through internet forums is a pain in the rear. So my question is there anybody that watches my stuff that has any experience with CrustBuster, or that has any experience with CrustBuster drills? How good are they at planting beans? How good are they at planting wheat? The 3400 has their great, I mean, the openers on it look like they're great big monster, and it's got the leading one that sticks out a little further, and with the notched opener and then the smooth opener behind it. It doesn't have actual no-till openers on it, but it looks like that combination you should be able to no-till with it. I wouldn't see why, as long as the ground wouldn't rock hard. Which, for planting wheat, chances are you're going to be planting into some ground that's a little damp to begin with. So I guess that was my question, is if any of you guys have any experience with CrustBuster drills, what can you tell me about them? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Are they piles of crap? Can you no-till with can you no-till with that series of drill if need be? Just, if anybody's got any experience with the CrustBuster drills, tell them, or let me know. Like, dealer support, company support, are they a decent company to deal with? Anything you could tell me that might help. Because, I mean, it's a 15-foot drill with 8-inch spacing. So if I did what I do with beans and block off every other row, so you're at 16-inch beans, I will. Right now, it looks like that must have been what somebody was doing with it, was planting 16-inch beans, because they took off every other row unit, but they got them laying there with the drill. I just have to put it back together, and then you'd have 8-inch spacing for planting wheat. It's got the press wheels on it behind the row units, so that's nice, which also leads me that'd be nice. So yeah, basically anything anybody can tell me about CrustBuster drills, because it seems like a heck of a lot of drill for $2,800. It's not a side wheel drill. It's got the dual wheel landing gear in the front. So that's the only thing that I probably wouldn't like about it, is I'm guessing it's probably going to be it's going to have a lot of negative tongue weight if you got the entire drill hanging. So it would probably have to either be run on this, or probably this. I don't think it would need the horsepower. I just think you would need a heck of a lot of tractor in front of it because of the negative tongue weight. That's really the only thing that I don't necessarily like about it. But for $2,800 for a 15-foot drill like that, I could get around that. So anyhow, that's what I got for you. It's not much of an informational video. It's more of a, if anybody can give me any information on it, video. So I guess, for that being said, thanks for watching. Happy 4th of July. We'll probably be, tomorrow we're going to be working on the combine. Maybe, if it's raining, I'm going to work on sprayer stuff. If it's not raining, I'm going to work on the combine. But anyway, we'll be working on the combine before the end of the week. The plan is, the way the weather's looking, hopefully be cutting wheat next weekend. So I got to get the combine ready. I got some maintenance I want to do on the baler to get it ready for straw. I have to do some rearranging in the loft and get the loose straw cleaned out of it. Because there's still probably about half of what I baled last year, or a little less, sitting up there because of the light winter we had. I actually moved more straw this spring for people doing gardens than I did all winter for people buying bedding. So that's basically where we're at for between now and next weekend, is getting the combine ready, finishing up the little bit of spraying I got left between what I got to do there, which is probably a couple days worth of work, getting the baler ready, and we'll be on to wheat. So anyhow, happy Independence Day. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one.